This is your year to grow on social media. Just like all those people back in 2020 that blew up and now they're multimillionaires. This is your year. This is my year. And today I'm going to teach you the 2025 social media strategy to grow super fast. So welcome back to my channel where I'm teaching you how to grow online and how to make money, because sometimes you just need to make a little bit of extra money. Other times you just want to get rid of that job. You just I just want to get rid of that job, and you want to figure that out. And so this is what this channel is teaching you how to do: extra money or getting rid of the job. And so today I'm going to talk to you about how to grow on social media fast in 2025. Right now we are here. We're in the month of March, which means that we're already first quarter in. So we've only got so much time. So one of the things I want you to understand is that anytime you focus on something, that is what's gonna expand. Okay. That's just the way that it goes. It's kind of like when someone focuses on learning how to do makeup, they become good at makeup. When someone focuses on their fitness, they become very fit. If your goal is to grow on social media this year, you have got to focus, okay? I mean, focus, okay? So I'm gonna tell you my strategy for growing really fast on social media. First things first, you can't be on every social media platform if you're trying to grow fast. Now, if you're trying to grow multiple platforms, that's one thing. But if the goal is to grow fast, you have got to focus. So my first tip is that you've got to choose one platform that you are going to dominate on, okay? If you're just getting started and you're like, okay, I got so much bandwidth, you've got to choose one platform that you are going to focus on, okay? You may be saying, I want to focus here on YouTube, or I want to focus on Instagram or on TikTok. I don't care which one it is. If you are going to explode on that platform, you got to focus, okay? Because to grow on YouTube takes one level of skill. To grow on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok takes another level of skill, right? And to really, really crush it, you've got to focus on the one, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to spend time on that platform actually binge watching the content. Now, let me explain. If your goal is to grow here on YouTube, then what you want to be doing is you want to be here on YouTube binge watching content, not just like your favorite crime show or whatever, but you are binge watching to see what is going on here. How is this working? Why did I decide to watch this video? What was it about the thumbnail? What was it about the caption? What's going on in their comments? What's going on in their description? What's going on in their SEO? Okay. Because the more you focus in and you really, really determine what is actually happening there, you start to really see things in a different way, right? So I grew really, really quickly on TikTok. I was very focused in 2020. And one of the ways that I grew was I was really focused. I wasn't trying to grow on YouTube or Instagram. I was trying to grow on TikTok. And that is why I grew so fast, and why my second account on TikTok is growing really fast as well, because on that account, I'm just focused on TikTok, not on other places. So you want to spend time, at least 30 minutes a day, binge watching content on that platform. And as you're watching it, you're looking for patterns. You're looking for the things that made you stop, things that made you scroll away, what's going on with the editing, things like that. And number 3, as you are watching that content binge, I want you to identify 3 to 5 different content frameworks. Now, what is a content framework? Well, that is a way that content is being created, okay? So some people, when they talk about YouTube videos, like right now, this is called an explainer video, okay? So I'm sitting here, cameras over there filming, I'm explaining something, okay? You've got some people that actually do vlogs, right? Where they're walking along, they take you along on their day and things of that nature, okay? Other videos on YouTube could be tutorials where they're teaching you how to actually do a thing or use a thing. You want to determine what are 3 to 5 different types of content frameworks that are happening. So sometimes you'll see over on TikTok or Instagram, you'll see B-roll where someone is not looking into the camera, they're off doing something else and they're walking or whatever. That's B-roll. Other times you'll see someone looking directly at the camera. That's an explainer video. Sometimes you'll actually see people showcasing a tutorial on here's how to do this with CapCut or whatever it is. And you really want to see what are some of the ways that people are doing it. It also could be skits. Okay. It could be skits, could be voiceovers, but you really want to spend time 3 to 5 different content frameworks. Again, this is why you are focusing on a platform. This is why you are binge watching content, because it's going to help you just dissect 3 to 5 different content frameworks. The fourth thing I want you to do is I want you to identify 10 to 5 different topics that are popular in your niche. Okay. So I teach social media marketing. So when I'm talking about 10 to 15 content topics in my niche is around social media. It could be Instagram. It could be trial reels. It could be Instagram DMs. Make a list of all those things that are the most popular in your niche. Now, how can you figure that out? One of the things you can do is you can come to YouTube and you can type in 1 or 2 words and it's going to show you a drop down menu of what people are searching. But I oftentimes like to go to TikTok because TikTok SEO for me, I feel like it's really good. Anytime I go to TikTok search field and I actually type in a word or 2 words, TikTok is going to show me all the things people are searching for. They're going to show me all the different content in those 2 pieces of search terms. And then when I scroll down a little bit more, now it's going to show me here are other things people are searching. So I honestly feel like you can use TikTok for this, but there's potential that your topic may not be on TikTok. So you want to focus on Google. You can type in 2 to 3 words on Google, see what the drop-down menu is giving you before you hit search. And those ideas are the things that now you're going to start to go, okay, here is what I can potentially create content around because the platform is telling you this is what people are searching for in your particular niche. So once you have the 10 to 15 content frameworks, now what I want you to do is I actually want you to film a bunch of B-roll. Okay. Now I know you may be saying, well, what in the world is B-roll? Okay. Let me explain. So as of right now, I am sitting here looking at you directly into the camera. This is not B-roll. This is A-roll or whatever. I don't know what they call it, but this is me directly into the camera. B-roll is basically where I've got my phone here and I can set my phone up here on a tripod like this. Okay. And I can put it down on my desk and I can let it film me as I'm talking to you. That is B-roll, okay? When I get ready to film content today, while I'm setting up my camera and things of that nature, I can have one phone where it's filming me setting up my light, it's filming me writing things on my dry erase board, it's filming things that have nothing to do with me talking directly to camera. That is B-roll, okay? So one of the things that you want to do is you want to film a lot of B-roll, okay? Why do you want to do that? Because if you have B-roll, now you have a lot of different content that you can utilize to create so many different pieces of content. For example, here on YouTube, there's not a whole lot of B-roll I can do. However, when I'm not direct to camera, what I could do is I could stop teaching the camera and I can let the camera watch me adjust my mic. I can let the camera watch me typing and looking at my computer. I can let the camera do all these different things. I could like shout or whatever it is that I do. And then we can take that footage for YouTube and we can put it on the inside of these videos. And so if you're talking about short videos, it's a lot easier because you can do short vertical videos that are B-roll. So one of the things that I like to do once a month is I set up a content day where it is for 1 hour and I'm going to film a bunch of B-roll. Okay. So prior to that day, I'm making a list of all the different shots that I want to get. I want to get me talking to YouTube. I want to get me with talking into the camera, but you can see me on my screen over here. I want to get me writing on a dry erase board, all these different things I want to shoot, me typing, me spinning around, whatever it is, right? Because on that actual filming day, I don't want to be coming up with ideas. So if you're going to grow fast on social media, you've got to plan this. And one of the things I highly recommend that you do is setting up filming B-roll. Okay. Normally on my B-roll day, I film for about an hour and I get about 90 videos because these are just like 10 or 15 second videos. It's not long content. I'm not speaking directly to camera. I'm just walking around. Okay. So I want you to film as much B-roll as possible because if you're going to grow on social media the fastest, one of the strategies to grow fast is to post a lot of content. Now, I'm not saying you have to do 3 to 5 videos a day. It could be where you're posting 1 video a day, but you're really busy. And the more B-roll you have, the better. Number 6, the 6th thing you want to do to grow on social media fast this year is you want to make sure that the content that you are filming matches what it is that you want to put out. Okay. For example, if I'm going to shoot B-roll, which we just talked about, I want to make sure that my B-roll, it isn't doing something that doesn't make sense when I actually put it into a video. right? So for example, it will be really good for me to film myself walking outside, film myself getting ready for work, film myself as I'm going to an event or things like that, right? It wouldn't necessarily make sense for me to film myself going to church. I love church, but it doesn't really go well with my content around social media, right? I can film myself getting ready for the day, but actually walking into church would be kind of like, or whatever, right? So whatever it is that you want to film B-roll around, just make sure that like once you take that footage and you start putting it with voiceovers and music and text, that it's inviting to people and it makes sense for the video you're getting ready to put out. Number 7, the 7th thing you want to do grow on social media this year is when you are editing your videos, you have to make sure that you've got big, bold hooks in your videos. Okay. What does that mean? Listen, when people are on social media, they don't come to social media for you or for me. They come to social media for their own reason, and they see us because we have created content and we put it on social media. So the moment that they land on us, we have to give them a reason not to scroll away. That is called a hook. What happens the moment that our video lands on them? What's the text on screen? What's the audio? What's the visual? All those things. Like, let me give you an example. So when you're scrolling on at YouTube, the hook for YouTube is the thumbnail. Okay. When you're on YouTube, what is happening in the thumbnail? What are you seeing? What is it saying? Then you go and read the actual title. Okay. Then you click on the video to actually watch the rest of the video. So YouTube is all about the thumbnail. If you're doing short video on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, or TikTok, the moment they land on you, you've got 1 to 2 seconds. Okay. So I recommend you have a text hook, which is, this is why they should stop and watch the video. Something happening on that opening frame, that first 1 to 2 seconds, giving them a reason to stop and watch the video. And then something that you say or what they hear. Okay. So sometimes a good hook is text on screen. It is me using something random as a microphone, or it could be an audio of like typewriting or a horn or a beep or something. Because again, people are scrolling for their own reason. And when they land on me, I need to give them a reason to stop and watch this video. You do too. So the more times in your content that you have big, bold hooks that draw your audience in, the better your content is going to perform. Because I guarantee you've got great content once they get in the middle of it, but they've got to get beyond the beginning. And most people, they never get beyond the beginning because they scroll away. So you've got to have big, bold hooks in your videos. Text, visual, and audio. The 8th thing you want to do as you are developing your strategy is posting 2 to 3 times a day and then checking your analytics. Now, hold on. I already know you're like, I thought you said I don't have to post that often. This is for a period of time, okay? So initially, you want to grow on social media really fast this year. You have got to figure out what is working the best with you, your account, and your audience. And one of the best ways to do this is, again, you've got that B-roll or the footage or whatever you created, and you want to post with the 3 different types of videos 2 to 3 times a day, okay? The content framework, everything we already talked about, okay? Because once you start posting that content on the platforms and you're looking at your analytics every day or every week, then you're going to see a pattern. You're going to see, oh, this type of content isn't performing well. Stop doing it. Oh, this type of content is performing well, but I'm not getting any follows. Or this content that doesn't perform as well as I wanted to, but I actually got 50 followers from it. You may determine that like, oh, this video got less views, but wow, I got more followers because of it. You're talking about growing on social media fast. So this year, you've got to post different types of content so you can see what people are actually responding to. And then you got to look at the analytics and analyze what is actually working, okay? Because again, a video with 1 million views is amazing, but if a video gets 10,000 views and you get 1,000 followers, you're like, oh, happy day. 1 million views, great. If you don't make any money, no followers, doesn't matter, okay? So you want to post at least 2 to 3 times a day initially, analyze the performance, and then double down on what's working extremely well. And then last and finally, like I just said, once you figure out what's performing extremely well, you want to pour gasoline on that and you want to go full speed ahead. But in addition to that, you may determine that between those 2 to 3 content styles that one of them works really well, pour gasoline on that. Now, I want you to try some other content styles. You're going to continue like doing the one that works well, but you're going to try to introduce another one, okay? And then do 2 to 3 times a day with those as well. Once you determine from that one which performs well, toss the other ones and go full speed ahead with this one and that one. Because now you know, okay, when I do this and when I do that, I get my desired result. Okay. Because, when you're on social media, you want to have fun. You don't want to be limited to always doing one thing. You want to enjoy your experience. And so that's why you want to test different things and have multiple types of content styles that you have seen work for you, your content, and for your audience. So if you enjoyed this video, if it was very helpful for you, ask me any questions in the comments. I usually respond at least the first day when this video is posted. So make sure you ask me anything in the comments. Also subscribe to the channel because I have a new video that comes out every single Monday and Thursday. And if you are someone and you're looking for a way to be able to grow on social media and make more money, I would love to work with you. I have a course that's called Vertical Video Mastery, where I'm teaching you strategies on how to create content online, grow an audience, and more importantly, make money. It is in the description. It's called Vertical Video Mastery, and I look forward to seeing you inside.